Hello from Ukraine. I am Kateryna Syvach. I am 28 years old. Now I'm in Ukraine, in Zaporijjia. It's a frontline city. Now I'm here in my native city with my partner, cat and dog. My mom and my grandmom left to Germany in the March, and just me stay here, and my father who is in army now, so and he needs my support also. To understand the context, Zaporizhia is the closest regional center in Ukraine to the line of hostilities. The distance between Zaporizhia city and the occupied territory is less than 60 kilometers, and to understand the zone of active hostilities is less than 30 kilometers. That's why in Zaporizhia we have so tense atmosphere, which could be described with the words the illusion of normal life during the war, because interesting fact that since the beginning of the war we have 1,500 air raid alarm in the city. To understand that we hear it every day and sometimes every hour. To understand current situation, I have one example that in Zaporizhia on February 10 we have 17 explosions in 40 minutes, and all these 40 minutes, me, my partner, my dog and cat, we just sat in the bathtub, and the explosions were so powerful that even the bathroom door shook, so you can feel this wave. It's an interesting question because from the first days of the war, our team of Caritas Zaporijjia learned to work in extraordinary condition. And currently we have two offices in Zaporizhia. One of them is located in the former factory building. So we have bomb shelter here. It's not just a basement like in all other houses in Zaporizhia. It's a bomb shelter. And in October, when Russia launched daily rocket attack on residential buildings in Zaporizhia, part of our teams for 2 weeks live in bomb shelter and work in bomb shelter. We fully equipped it for work and for sleep. Of course, it has already become common to work in the office during air raid alarm. However, when we have a registration of beneficiaries, especially from emergency zones, we go with them to the bomb shelters because these people are really afraid. Because almost every one of them have like a rocket in their yard. Of course, it is more and more difficult to work outside of the city because of the security situation, but we try to cope with local authorities, and it helps us to understand the real needs of people who still live, for example, in Rihipole, which is the front line now, and of course deliver there what people really need. And another big problem here is power outages. After the first massive rocket attack in Caritas Zaporizhia, we haven't electricity, mobile communication, internet, maybe for an hours. But now we cope with this situation. We have EcoFlows, generators, everything which is needed now to work. People's need change along with the security situation and, of course, with the weather conditions. There is now a critical needs for heating materials, food, medicine, and water. Of course, also it's urgent to provide critical infrastructure with generators, and there is also a great need in the city and region to repair damaged houses. Financial assistance, in my opinion, is the best way. It's the best type of assistance because it gives a person the right to choose. Beneficiaries can independently determine their priorities because someone firstly needs medicine, someone needs foods, or for example, hygienic, which is especially important for bedridden people. And of course, there are frontline villages which is difficult even to purchase heating materials or projects. That's why we try to deliver firewood, fuel briquettes, projects in natural forms there. In my work, I came across dozens of tragic stories of ordinary people, but one is in my heart. I was struck by the story of women who still live in Rihov. This city is shelled every day. She has a disabled son who is bedridden, and that's why they can't just leave, for example, to Zaporijjia. Um, of course, it's so hard to go into the basement with bedridden son, but because of this, to make it more safe for him, she just covered his bed with pillows. So in case of the explosions, he would not be injured by the blast wave. I lived in Zaporizhia for all my life. This is my home and, of course, my place of power, of strength. And now, after maybe a year from the starting of the war, I may say that I want to live, work, love only here in Ukraine and Zaporizhia. Working at Caritas give me a sense of need. I feel involved in such an important cause that you may help those who in need.